You're staring at a textbook for hours, your highlighter is dead, and you've reread the same page 10 times. You put in all this work, but when the teacher asks a simple question, your mind is blank. You feel completely invisible. Wasting hundreds of hours to get zero results is the most frustrating feeling in the world. But what if I told you there's a secret to studying that makes you an active genius instead of a passive zombie? This is literally how Oprah Winfrey built her billion-dollar media empire. She wasn't just born smart, she developed a system for learning that took her from extreme poverty to one of the most powerful people on the planet. In this video, we are going to break down the 5 insane learning secrets Oprah used to conquer the world, and how you can use them to completely change your grades forever. And the third one is so powerful, it will literally destroy your procrastination. Secret number 1, prepare or fail. Oprah has a famous saying, luck is preparation meeting opportunity. She basically hacked luck. For her, luck isn't random. It's what happens when you are so prepared that you can grab an opportunity without even thinking. Think about the Oprah Winfrey Show. She dominated conversation for 25 straight years. Her guests felt like the most important person on earth. That was not an accident. That was insane preparation. She was known for devouring every book, every article, and every background check before a guest even sat down. She didn't just show up, she showed up ready to lead with 100% confidence. She even does this in her personal life. She starts her day with spiritual readings, pulling cards, or using apps. This isn't just a weird morning habit, it's mental prep. She's setting the stage for her entire day and getting her mind right. So how do you use this? You stop walking into lectures unprepared. From now on, you will use proactive previewing. Before every single class, spend 15 to 20 minutes scanning the material. Don't try to learn it all. Your mission is to create a mental cheat sheet. Look at the headings, the bold words, and the summary questions. Ask yourself, what's the main point? What are the key ideas? What do I not get? When you do this, you change the entire game. You're no longer a random person in the audience. You are an active player who is there to see how the lecture fills in the map you already created. You'll ask smarter questions and see connections that no one else does. You'll be ready for the opportunity to learn. Secret number 2, your curiosity is a superpower. Oprah famously said, "Books were my path to personal freedom." She's being completely literal. Growing up, her dad made her go to the library and write book reports for him. This didn't crush her, it unleashed her. After being taught to read, she was reciting Bible verses in church by age 3 and became an unstoppable learning machine. Her crazy famous book club wasn't just about reading stories.
It was a global classroom for understanding people, society, and life itself. She reads everything: novels, poetry, spiritual books, not for fun, but for an edge. She spends her nights with a book instead of zoning out to TV. Here's the hack for you as a student. Practice interdisciplinary learning. Your subjects are not in different worlds. If you're studying economics, go read a book on psychology to see why people spend their money like maniacs. If you're studying history, read the novels and poems written at that time to feel what it was like to be there. By connecting everything, you do what Oprah does. You make knowledge 3D. It's more memorable, more powerful, and 1,000 times more interesting. You're not just memorizing facts, you're building an insane web of knowledge in your brain. This makes learning an adventure, not a chore. This is how you go from just another student to a real-life genius. All right, this is the big one I promised you. This will kill your procrastination and that busy but not productive feeling. It's secret number 3, live with 100% intention. Oprah doesn't let her day just happen. She designs it like an architect. Her daily routine is an absolute masterclass. She wakes up without an alarm clock. She doesn't scramble to check her phone. She has a system. Let the dogs out, make coffee, do her spiritual reading, meditate for 20 minutes, and then exercise. Every single action has a purpose. Before she does anything, she asks herself, what is my intention here? That one question gives her a why that powers every single move. As a student, you can destroy procrastination with this. Most students say things like, I'm going to study biology tonight. That means nothing. It's a completely useless goal, and it's why you end up scrolling on your phone for 2 hours. Instead, you need to set SMART goals: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Before you start, state your mission. For example, For the next 45 minutes, I will complete all 10 practice problems at the end of Chapter 5. My phone is going in another room. You see the difference? That is a clear mission for your brain. You know exactly what winning looks like and exactly when you have to do it. This creates insane focus and urgency. By defining your purpose, you go from being a distracted studier to a focused machine. Secret number 4, listen like a detective. This is Oprah's most underrated superpower. For decades, millions of people watched her interview literally everyone. Her magic wasn't in her questions, it was in how she listened to the answers. She listens to understand, not just to talk. She trains this skill every single day.
Her 20 minutes of silent meditation is just an exercise in listening to her own mind and to the world. This builds the mental muscle for deep focus, allowing her to absorb information like a sponge. How do you use this? There is an insane technique to make sure you're actually understanding, not just memorizing. It's called the Feynman Technique, named after a Nobel Prize-winning physicist. It has 4 simple steps. First, pick a concept you need to learn. Second, pretend you're teaching it to a 5-year-old. Write it out in the simplest words possible, no jargon. Third, find the exact spots where you got confused or had to use big words. These are your weak points. And fourth, go back to your notes, relearn only those weak parts until you can explain them simply, and then try teaching it again. This technique forces you to go beyond just recognizing words on a page. You can't explain something simply if you don't get it on a deep level. It's the student version of what Oprah does. You have to completely own the information. Once you can do that, that knowledge is locked in your brain forever. And the final secret, the one that ties it all together, relentless self-reflection. Oprah's entire life has been about leveling up, and that comes from her insane dedication to looking inward and learning from everything she does. For decades, she's kept a journal. She literally writes down things she's grateful for every single day to process her life and stay on top of her game. This was drilled into her as a kid. Her father would make her read her book reports out loud. This was an early version of metacognition, thinking about her own understanding of what she was learning. For students, this is the learning journal. This is a 5-minute hack at the end of every study session that can literally double your learning speed. Here's what you do. Get a notebook and answer 3 questions. What was the number 1 clearest thing I learned today? What was the most confusing part? What's one thing I will do differently next time to beat that confusion? This simple habit is a game changer. First, it forces you to lock in what you learned. Second, it immediately shows you your weak spots so you know where to attack. And third, it puts you in control of your learning. You start upgrading your own strategy day after day. This is metacognition. You're not just studying anymore. You're thinking about how you study and getting better at the game itself. All right, that's it. The 5 powerful learning secrets that helped Oprah Winfrey build a billion-dollar empire. These are not just study tips. These are secrets for a life of insane growth and success. Oprah proved that your starting point means nothing. By building powerful habits, you can achieve literally anything. I dare you to pick one, just one. Pick the secret that you need the most and try it for 1 week. Watch what happens to your focus and your results. This is Peak Razor. Let's build productivity systems that win daily.